Good evening and welcome to Scrapbooking with a Twist. We are going to make an embellishment this evening that I'm calling Mayflowers. You have April showers, well we're making Mayflowers. So hope you are ready to do a little scrapping and just kind of hang in there with me. This is going to be for Ginger's Corner, the mini swap, and so I have to make 4 of them. I've already made some of them. So anyway, this is what it's going to look like when we get finished, and I'll show you all the products that I used and give you a little close-up there and set that up here to kind of keep an eye on while I'm doing this. Let me show you everything that I used to make this. I used 3 different flower punches. I used this little flower punch, the small one, and then this tiny little flower punch. And then I have this flower punch that is really old. I don't even know what brand it is. But anyway, I've had it. It's EK. Anyway, I'm going to use this one, and I think maybe one of these, but I'm going to use this one for sure, about 3 of those, and I think I end up using one of those. And then I also got my little tiny hole punch. That's what I'm going to use for some of the centers of the flowers. This is like my tag hole punch, and I punched some of those to use for the centers of the flowers. And my little wheelbarrow is a die set that I think I just ordered it on Amazon or something. I don't even know. But it's this die set. It has the shadow, the wheelbarrow. It has the flowers and then the shadow for the flowers. Or you can do strawberries and the shadow for the strawberries. And then it has the single flower so you can layer them, and the single strawberry so you can layer them if you want to do that. I'm going to use this as a background, but then I'm going to put different flowers on top of it. So I've done a little bit just to kind of speed us up a little. I'm going to, let me put this, and then I have already pre-punched a bunch of flowers that I'll have over here to the side with those punches that I showed you. I used this little stamp. If you watched my Hobby Lobby haul here a while back, I bought this little set of month stamps. I'm going to use that today. And I used just my VersaFine Black Onyx. Whoa, I just dumped that right upside down on my desk. Black Onyx ink. I inked my wheelbarrow shadow and the wheelbarrow both in Evergreen Bough. And I inked this in Spun Sugar. So we've got everything inked to kind of speed us up just a little. So I'm going to start by putting this on here since I do have it inked. Well, I've lotioned my hands. Now I can't even open my adhesive. Goodness gracious. Man. So let's just go ahead and get this adhered. I'm just using liquid adhesive because some of this is kind of, especially when I get to the flowers, it's kind of intricate. So I'm going to, and I inked this all the way around, and then these little slats are cut in the wheelbarrow. It's really pretty neat. You can just fold it over and ink them, and then you get all the little slats inked. So there we go. Get that on there. This doesn't show up a whole lot. I mainly just wanted it to reinforce that, but it does give it a pretty good little shadow. So got our little wheelbarrow on there. And then this one. While I'm gluing this one down, I'll go ahead and do our twist tonight. You know, I love some of the things that come out on Facebook. One of the things that came out this week, I just need to read it to you. It says, God changes caterpillars into butterflies, sand into pearls, coal into diamonds, using time and pressure. He's working on us too. The pressure we experience transforms us into something amazing. When we allow God to use I can't even read. When we allow God to use it in our lives, he makes something amazing out of the pressures that we have each day. And I thought, that is so true. We get so bogged down in the pressures of life. And sometimes it's those pressures that allow us to grow and to become what we need to be able to minister to other people. I've never gone through a divorce, but I have friends who have, and they were able to minister to other people that might be experiencing that. I'm a widow, so I've lost my husband. And if you haven't ever lost your husband, it's hard to identify with someone who has and to understand, how they're feeling. And so sometimes those pressures that we feel in life and the things that we wonder why we're experiencing, and those are the very things that make us who we are and allow us to grow in certain areas. And so just like God transforms the caterpillar into the butterfly or the coal into a diamond, he transforms us in our lives with the experiences that we have. We just need to trust him and know that he's walking right beside us. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to the wheelbarrow, overlapping it just a little, not to cover that whole slat, but part of it. And I'm going to go ahead and I just cut this little flag and stamped May. The challenge for this set of embellishments was that it had to be a month. And so I chose May and decided to do Mayflowers. And I just stamped it and then cut it into a little flag. And then I backed it in the pink just to give it a little line around the edge and make it a little sturdier. And then I just cut this little stick out of the scrap paper from that. And go ahead and get this on here so it'll be dry. So let's make our little May flag. It's going to be in our wagon. It is chilly here. I don't know about where you live, but we've had several chilly days. It was kind of like spring, and then all of a sudden it kind of got chilly again. I like it though. I'm dreading summer. I dread it. I don't like summer. It's too hot, and I don't like to be hot and sweaty. So we're going to go ahead and put our little flag in our wheelbarrow of flowers, and then we'll build the flowers around, cover part of that stick on our flagpole. And we're going to put a little bow right there at the bottom of our flag. There we go. All right, now we're just going to start building flowers. I kept my grandson, I think I've told you 24 times, but he had eye surgery. He's had it on both eyes now, and so he's on homebound. He's in first grade, and so he stays with me. I work from home, so he stays with me. And he was here all day, and I was wanting to make this video, and he has discovered video games. And so we do some school other than his homebound school too, but he was playing video games, and he does a blow-by-blow everything, so there's no way you can do anything while he's playing those games. And so I decided I would wait until after he was gone to try to make a video. Okay, I'm taking 3 of these bigger flowers and just kind of doing them around sort of in a triangle. And then we will fill in the layers. But I'm going to start with them. Put one over here off that edge. One down here off of this edge. Now this would be cute on a card, be cute in a scrapbook. It would be cute in a journal. So I think you could just use this anywhere. That one kind of low. Then this one up here, overlapping our little flagpole a little bit. But I really thought these kind of turned out cute. It's amazing the things that come out of these swaps. There's so many cute things. I need my little jewel picker to do this. So, and I'm going to bend them up just a little and give them some shape, but they'll end up getting flattened pretty much in the envelope because I have to put 4 in an envelope, but it'll still give them a little shape. Okay, so let's just start building on these. Let's put a smaller dark one up here. We're just going to fill our little cart with flowers. I saw on the internet, I mean, not on Facebook. Oh, I've just wiped some of these off in my lap. I saw this ad for this window cleaning service. And I thought, oh, I needed my windows cleaned so bad. I usually do them every spring. And 3 years ago now, in February, I had to have an ablation, which is a heart procedure. And like I said, I don't like hot weather to start with. And usually in the spring or early summer, I would go out there, take all the screens off the windows, wash the windows. Inside isn't a problem, but outside. And I would do that once a year. I had brand new windows put in about 8-9 years ago. And so I don't want them to get messed up. I don't want them to be, get streaked. I'm very careful when we water the plants and things like that, not to get, water on them so that it streaks them up and etches them and messes them up. And but I just haven't done it since I had that heart procedure. And so I saw this ad and they were very reasonably priced. I wouldn't do it for the price that they had in the ad. And I thought, I'm just going to try them and see what can it hurt. And so they came this morning. I had washed all the insides and they came and did the outsides and they look so nice. Now if I can just keep the dog noses off of them. I was so excited. I got their card. My daughter wants, and my daughter-in-law both want to use them also. So I was just so excited to start spring with clean windows, though. Just shaping these a little bit, not too much. I'm going to put a little dot right in the middle of that bow also. Okay, so there's those. So let's just start building some others. I am going to use this one little kind of odd one. Put it right up here. I mean, there is no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing this. Just doing it. Tell you, these jewel pickers are worth their money. I love it. I just want to fill our little cart with flowers. So what's been happening in your neck of the woods? I love it when y'all do comments and tell me what you've been doing. Do you think you can use these embellishments? This is the second or third, I don't remember. I've got another one that I'm ready to do also, embellishment. I ran across the embellishment swap on Ginger's Corner. I would love to watch Ginger's Corner. She is hilarious. And I thought, I've never done that. I've decided to get outside my box. Like I've been doing the challenge on Desiree's Tale challenge on using your stash, and I've just never really done like sketch challenges and everything. I just kind of do my own thing. And I thought I just need to get outside my box and do a little bit of something different. And so I I decided that I would do the embellishment, a couple of the embellishment challenges from Ginger's Corner. I have the video up of the bathtub, the baby one. It had to be about babies, and so I did the little kiddo in the bathtub, and I've got that video up. And then I'll have this one, and then I'm doing an Easter one that I will put up probably. I'm gonna record it right after this, so it should be up tonight or tomorrow also. Like I said, no rhyme or reason. I'm just filling this little cart. I wanted to do a variety of colors, but these are not for me. And they're, we send them in, you mail them in, and then they get all of them in. You're on teams, you get all of them in, and then they mail you 4 of other people's, and so you get other people's embellishments that they make, and then they get yours, and so it's really pretty neat. And anybody can do it. You just have to go on the website and find out how to sign up, and anyone can do it. And the mini swap, which is what this is for, they have to be really small. You can't do big, thick, large embellishments. And so this one, or I would have some of this on foam and all kinds of stuff like that. But you can't do that in this one. It has to be fairly flat. I mean, like, I've got a lot of layers, but they're not going to be thick. They'll still mail like a letter. So I'm just going to start filling in some spots here. But anyway, I'm kind of anxious to see what I get in my embellishment swap. And the mini swap is every week. And then the main swap, you make 10, and it's every other week. No, it isn't. It's once a month. Excuse me. It's once a month. And you make 10. And so you're going to get 10 embellishments back. So I don't know how often I'll do it and how many embellishments I'll build up, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'll come back here. Just put a little one in here. There we go. Now let's start putting some layers on them. Whoa, get back down in there. There we go. Trying to do this fairly quickly, but it just takes a minute to get this much stuff on there. I assume everybody had spring break last week. If you've got kiddos or anybody that works in the school systems. So that's why I had my grandson today. It's my son and daughter-in-law had to go back to school. So he is going to be so spoiled rotten when it's time for him to go back to school. We do school. We do things, but it isn't like being in school. So he's going to be spoiled rotten. I think that's it. I think that's how it's going to be. So there's our little Mayflowers. Maybe I'll put one right in there. Mayflowers embellishment and embellishment cluster. And I think it turned out pretty cute. I would be okay with getting it. I hope my head hasn't been in the video this whole time. It's hard to get these in there and see. let's get this up. Get that down in there. Here we go. Okay, I think that's it. So thanks for joining me on Scrapbooking with a Twist. I'm going to do the Easter one next and try to get these up tonight or tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed our little embellishment. God bless you and have a great day.